that can make Frankenstein with the thunder with the screw in the side of its head, basically, sort of makeshift, sort of. Or make a guitar, or making a face, if it's more of a guitar shape. Even though people will make a mockery of someone's namesake in terms of stuff that they go based upon having a device with a Mexican last Latin words come describe things off the native language of all that stuff is basically Latin in terms of you see sort of like patents and shit with Latin words and all that stuff in California as Los Angeles, like you would explain like why they even bother with Hispanic words if everything is based off some sort of like a root of like lowering at the pronunciation of word or something or going forth and Mexican people acting Russian and German when you actually had nationalities besides the Hispanic heritage months take place within October and November. I tried telling this basically explanations of stuff and the people make a mockery out of shit that they don't realize whatever the fuck nationality I might be. I mean, the O, you make it O and then the R, the T, the D, and then make it sort of like cross hatch or whatever the fuck, across vertically or diagonal, or whatever the fuck those two words are going across, the other one going down, in demonstrating stuff that I did many times over. Nobody else has Ortega as their last name, and they fucking just talk shit. If I go somewhere, I can't even enjoy a meal. That was back in the Northland. We're not in the Northland. I just figured how it was in terms of stuff that I couldn't even enjoy a meal at the Olive Garden for my birthday during the time frame of it, and then going to the Sprint Center as many times as I had back in the day. 2009, it opened up and then it changed to T-Mobile, and then just demonstrating, drawing it. I can't get somebody to hold the camera up for me because they probably think this shit's sort of like if you explain the O, the R, the T. I don't know. They make some rude remarks of having an article made, and people didn't even sort of have whatever the fuck you have in terms of stuff like creativity. They'll bash you in terms of stuff and make a mockery out of the shit and believe whatever the fuck that you're still drawing stuff, and even though whatever the reason they should have did something besides whatever the fuck else with the restaurant in terms of stuff, and not even realizing that they just be raggedy towards somebody's namesake in terms of stuff and not have the Marcus guy from PlayStation at the time. So there's those people that were in a music video in Kansas City rapping didn't stop the person from a namesake with Ortega in terms of stuff and how I look at things that I didn't want to put on camera because I just didn't realize at the time in 2009 and 10 that they made a portable game with whatever the fuck else that namesake and make a mockery out of someone that the military had the highest ranking with the last name Ortega. When I read somewhere back then, they had sent things to me via the government and it was classified at the time. The envelope is real. I don't want to post any of that anymore on there because all that stuff comes back to bite me in the ass. The stuff that you're able to demonstrate off something and if you just explain how things are in terms of stuff, and it was real, how else to fucking explain